Guys, we finally got some sunshine, so I'm gonna prep this 30-ounce skinny straight tumbler for a little Valentine's Day cuppy. So, got some 220 grit sandpaper from Home Depot, and literally, I think I sanded for about 15 seconds or so. So before I finish sanding it, so you can see there's this area that's smooth, and then you can see where I've sanded. And let's just finish this. And then get the bottom. See a little bit more down here. And that's literally it. And I am right here next to the pool, so I'm gonna grab a little bit of water and just rinse this off. I literally just take the water on it. I don't use any soap or anything. I just get water on it, rinse it off, get my towel, dry it all the way off. I'm gonna see if I can get this thing spray painted real quick too. So this project, we're gonna spray it red. All right, see it all good, nice and sanded. Let me pause you and go grab my spray paint real quick. All right, we're back. Got my cup, got my red spray paint, got some Valspar red gloss, and I've got this little milk jug. Cut the bottom off. I use it to shield off so I don't have to keep using my gloves when I'm spray painting stuff. So, see that. Just give her a nice coat of red. Try to get the wind to cooperate. There we go. And we gotta pick the bottom. Take it off of this, make it a tad bit easier. Just waiting on the wind to blow away from me. It's blowing towards me now. Come on. And if I can get it just a little bit more even, we're going to be covering it with glitter and some shelf liner too. So there we go. I'll see you on the next step. We'll let this dry for about an hour and a half or two in the sun, and I should be able to proceed with the next step. Guys, we're back. So we're gonna try to see if we can make a simple, nice little Valentine's tumbler out of 30-ounce skinny straight. I have some pretty shelf liner contact paper from Dollar Tree. Let me see if I can get it to focus. Yeah, there we go. See how pretty that is? have some silver hollow foil vinyl strips to do the border and whatnot. And then after that, we got some tack it over and over, and then we got some pretty red glitter to put on the red area that we're gonna have exposed. So essentially we're gonna have a half this and half pretty glitter. So let's see what we can do. So I've already kind of cut this a little bit, but what you want to do is, so I'm not gonna do it straight up and down like that. We're gonna go for more of a like that kind of deal. So in order to do that, I get my paper to where I want it. See up here, I got a little overlap, and then we'll get it to come around and do some deal like that. And since that's like perfect, that's perfect position. I didn't peel that yet. Let me see if I can show you. What I'm gonna do to get it to go nice around the curve is mark it with the pencil. Whoop. Mark it with the pencil. That way it'll lay nice and flat around the edge at the bottom. So we do that at the bottom. Hold your position as tight as you can, and then you got to go back and do that same thing at the top. Kind of wanted to include this step so some people would be able to see how I got it to fit around the curve. Just need to get a little bit in there. Let's see. So when we pull that away, you'll see that we got cut line there, cut line at the bottom. So let's go ahead and get that cut. Got some nice, good sharp fiskars here. Let's give her a nice, good cut there. We'll do the same for the bottom. Just follow your pencil mark. This part was already cut. I used the, what do you call it? Paper cutter for that. So let's see where, and I also got all these, make sure these edges were nice and straight, but remember that's kind of the purpose of these little strips, is to get right on the edge. So let's see where we got with that. Let's see, get it right up there to the edge. Get it as close as possible. Okay, like that. And let's see how we look down here. Let me flip it and see if that was supposed to be reversed. So I feel like that fit didn't go as well. Yes, that's exactly what it was. Flipped it. So now we'll have like that. All right, let me get the turner. Let's put this on the turner. I think it's gonna make it a little easier for application here. So pause just a second. I'll bring you right back. All right, we're back. We're repositioned here, and I feel really good about where we have it. So we still have our backing on. We're all lined up. Almost, hold on. At the top, I lost a little bit. That's right, I could even go up a little bit. that's what I'll do. Let's see here. Anyway, after the first epoxy layer, if I need to. So I want to get the bottom like right on there. And if the top's over a little bit, I can still trim that with the X-Acto around too. So position looks good. I'm digging that. Let's peel this baby. Start in one corner. Start at one section and slowly smooth your way out. That way you get rid of any of the air gaps that you come across. So that looks good. And now let me get that peeled underneath. Now that's good. There we go. Have a slight crease there. Kind of gently lead it down. So I'm working from one side. I'm sorry, let me see if I can spin it a little bit. There we go. So as I'm getting here, I'm slowly smoothing down closest to me and then away. Peel a little bit. Just slowly work your way around. Don't try to go jump ahead, because you'll get wrinkles and it'll be tough to get them out. There we go. A little overlap at top, but that's okay. Like I said, I can even probably take the X-Acto and trim it now, but I'm gonna focus and make sure I get the bottom smooth down and good. And then I also found a nice little tip when using this stuff is, sorry about that, get rid of my trash, is put a little bit of heat on it. Not on high, nice and low, but that'll really help it adhere for you really well. So I'm gonna grab my heat gun real quick just to do that. Really get this baby stuck down for you. Also do this with some of our vinyl. You're putting on your vinyl lettering or something like that, and you're having a tough time getting it smooth. Put a little heat on it. It helps make it a little more pliable as well.
I am going to UPS real quick, baby. So, get one more package, and I don't want it to not go out today.
Okay.
So, I'll be back.
Alrighty. tucked that little excess I had. I just tucked it right over the top, and this looks really good, y'all. Just to be, this is dollar shelf liner that you get a 4-foot roll of. So now, what we'll do. So Dallas, let me give you a little spin. Looks great. I love it. So we're going to, let's put our accents on there, because I think we can put those on, and then get ready for our glitter application. So let me get this. I always like to dry fit it, see where it's gonna go. This is gonna jazz it up just that extra little step, y'all. So I need to come down a little bit so I can make the cut. And alright, so it's gonna have a little bevel to it. We'll just cut the little edge like that, give it a little angle on it. Peel. So get a hold of this. It's nice and sticky. Just put it right on the border, literally. You can overlap a little if you want, but we just want to break up just a little bit of staleness from the fabric, from the pattern to the red. That a little clip. Any excess I'm gonna leave over. I'll get rid of whatever's hanging over after the first line of epoxy. So once I put a layer on there, I'll be able to go around and scrape the excess and clean that up, make it really nice. Just gonna press this down. These tumblers look complicated, y'all, but you're gonna see exactly how. So same dealie. Actually, let's do the second one, and then we'll put the heat on it. Like that. Baby down. Oh, come back this way. There we go. And I love this silver. It's got that holographic in it, so you get the other colors in there too. Bit and a little clip. Smooth down. Smooth that other one too. And then let's put a little heat on them just to get them a little. that's it for that. Look at that. I mean, already without resin, I believe that already looks really good. But we're going to put some pretty red glitter, a chunky red mix that we have. It's got fine, medium, and some chunkies, excuse me. And we're going to do that via the tack it method in the next segment. See you in a minute. In this segment, we're going to be using the Aleene's Tack It Over and Over. Pretty sure you guys have heard about this stuff out there in the Tumbler world. It's pretty much repositional glue that doesn't dry. So what you do is put a nice thin light layer of glue on the tumbler, let it dry for, I want to say we usually set our timer for 5 minutes. I'm not going to sit around and let you wait 5 minutes, but I'll set a timer, 5 minutes, come back. It'll be sticky and it'll be clear. That's when you can go put your glitters on, rub it down, and then let that dry. And then after that, we'll do some epoxy. So let's go ahead and put our tack it on. I've already kind of a little pre-mixed it. We already put a little bit of water in this one. So usually, I think my wife got it down to like 2 parts tack it, 1 part water. And we just leave it in the little bottle like this. So, and I'm going to be using this red chunky glitter mix here. So let me get a piece of wax paper off. Make sure this is ready to come out. Tip was a little clogged up, so you don't need a lot of this. Like I said, literally it'll be a thin layer. I'm not going to the bottom of the actual tumbler. I'm just going to stay right towards the rim. So that little bit that I put on there will probably be enough. I don't want to be on the silver. I want to be just inside because I want to show that pretty holographic that we have. Some of this excess over here, because if you see it streaky, that means you got too much glue. Just go ahead and keep spreading it out. Definitely don't need to add any more. Doing the tack it method is really good to base coat close to the color of the glitter that you're using. That gives you the best coverage. So ultimately what you're doing is laying the glitters completely flat. Alright, I feel pretty good about that. Starting to chunk up on me, so that means it's starting to dry, which is good, and getting clear. Nope, turn it off. Just inside that line. So I don't think I got any there. A little bit there. Being quiet, I'm sorry, nice and focused. Kind of paint inside the lines. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna let this sit. Alexa, set a timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, starting now.
See you guys back in 5. All right, we're back. This glue is dry. It is sticky and clear. And here is our red chunky mixed glitter that we are going to apply. Don't have to worry about glitter getting on here because we can just brush it away with the brush. There's no glue on this part. We only have glue in between the silver hollow on each side. So let's get this baby spinning. Get some glitter on here. Yeah, it's pretty. Now y'all see what I'm talking about. Oop, put it on the wax paper. I don't want to waste this pretty red. Refill. Pass over one more time to finish it up. And then we'll pat it down. Fill in that area. And then I want to make sure I get that line really well too. Alright, so first what I'll do is just tap off with something metal for my excess. Then let's put this back in. Grab that one brush I was telling you about. Kind of looks like one of these here. And literally just brush away the excess. This is not, like I said, it's not going to stick there. You didn't put glue there, so. Let's go ahead and get rid of all that. I'll probably end up having to do that again. But okay, so the whole point of the tack it, get rid of some of that, is to press it down flat with the glue. So a lot of this stuff is going to come off, but that's totally fine because we only want the stuff to stick that's going to stay. It's looking good. Good of that. Those will go away. Somewhere where it's been flattened. Obviously in there has been flattened. Trying to keep some of the chunkies on there, so I'm not trying to traditionally do the full rub, because I think I'll end up losing some, but that's okay too. I think like I said, I'm just going for something nice and pretty. If we were applying it the traditional way, I would definitely leave it to where the chunky pieces were in there, but nice and glittery is what I wanted the red to be, and it's definitely what I'm getting. That off the bottom. Going for glitter on the bottom. So on, so forth, rinse and repeat. I'll bring you back here in a second when I finish doing this. No need to bore you with a little more patting. So get them all nice and flat, whether you rub, whether you pat, until you all get it done. Everything is nice and flat, smooth. Then we'll be back. We're back. Glitters are all flat, pressed down, pretty, glittery, sparkly. So now what we're gonna do is take our clear sealer, lightly spray seal this twice. I'm gonna let it dry for probably 4 or 5 hours, but it's the end of the day, so I'll mess more with this tomorrow. So and then after that we'll be ready for resin tomorrow. So 12 to 18 inches away from it, lightly spray seal it one time, let that dry within like 30 to 45 minutes. Come back, spray another coat within the hour, let that dry. Tomorrow we'll be ready for resin. What the sealer does, this is going to keep my glitters right where I put them. Go ahead and give the whole thing a nice little coat, help her start getting shiny again. So I'll come back 30 to 45 minutes later and do that again. Let it dry overnight, and then resin the next day. All right, y'all, we are back, and we are on the home stretch of this one. We've got our glitter applied. It's been spray sealed twice, like I said right before we ended the last segment. And I actually went ahead and glittered the bottom as well, because my wife, turns out that she loves this cup. So she's like, I'll take it for you since it's a nice demo. So I've got 30 mLs of Faux Rizzle UV Plus resin ready to go on here. This is, like I said before, 30 ounce skinny straight. So let's get some resin on this baby. Obviously 30 mLs is 15 of A and 15 of B. And we'll see how good of a job I did spray sealing to keep the glitter in place. Red resin just makes it all better. It was pretty before, but now she's just amplified with the gloss. So after this initial resin layer, I'll come back and we'll show you guys how we do our first little cleanup, because we got spray paint on the inside, you know, there's glitter in there, so we'll show you how to clean that stuff up. It's really simple too. It's just after that first layer, it's so much easier to get stuff cleaned up, because I got overlap with my vinyl and the shelf liner as well. But X-Acto knife, but most importantly, we got to keep that stuff in place with the resin. So that's how we get our edges, our rim smooth. Don't want that edge to be not smooth, baby. Spin. It's looking good from here, guys. How you guys think it's looking? My wife said this is gonna be her perfect Valentine's Day cup. So maybe I'll put something on it like, you know, XOXO to my love or something. Don't think she wants a name on it, but if we do, maybe we'll just sneak it on the bottom so nobody can try to claim it as theirs. One more spin, because we are pretty close to getting this baby covered. Yep, just that little area right there. I'm gonna get this a little bit on and I'll get you guys a little closer view. I just want you to see how pretty these colors go well together. Got a little piece of straggler glitter, but I'll take care of that. So one part up top, up that one. Another up, got that area too. Make sure I get where that overlap is. So I didn't do too bad of a job spray sealing. I see there's a couple little strays, and I don't think I'm gonna beat myself up about it. Now, if you want to, so they are loose. Like, see, now I'm just gonna take them and try to push them down and take them to the bottom. But they're there, so you can grab a toothpick or a popsicle stick and get them off of there if you want. But that white area is really clean and really, I mean, probably 95% clear of glitter. And put the bottom down. First layer on this baby is a wrap. I'll figure out if she wants to do decals, which in that case I'll get them sized up, get them cut. We'll come back, apply decals. If she doesn't, if she does not want decals or anything else, guys, honestly, it's truly the end of this one. It's a wrap. And what I will do is clean up the top, light sand the bottom, light sand the top, another layer, and then it'll be done. But in between that, you know, we could also add decals. So after this first layer, it looks like it's going to be really smooth. So you'll be able to add decals right after this. That's why we put the glitter on the way we did with the tack and press it down so it lays it flat. Allows you to get much better coverage than traditionally applying the glitter. See how up top here, let me get a little bit right on that spot there. But I'm really feeling this one. You know, this is probably one of my prettiest ones that I've done. I do have my heat gun here. I'll put a little. All right, so we're back. We've got a layer of resin on here, and we are ready to do our little clean out. So here you see I got paint. I got a little bit of extra resin in there. I've got overlap. So let me show you what I do over here to clean them up. Got a nice fresh blade in my X-Acto. Not sure how this one's gonna work. It's normally a little longer one, but literally carefully hold the cup and carefully go around the edge. Kind of tilt in and come down back a little bit. Spin it. Told you I'll clean up that excess. Let's see here. See if I can make a little cut. There we go. Now, see? Yeah, clean. Be real easy with these blades, guys. You just take your time, go around nice and slow. There's my extra little piece of vinyl. So here, let's clean that up. Let me put that down. Let's get that little piece out of there. Got some glitter in there. Just get that out with your hand. All right. Can't remember where I was. Oh, it must have been close to where that piece of vinyl was. So let's go back around. And then I just kind of rub off the excess, whatever's there. I think I was right around somewhere in here. There we go. All right. And where's that little piece of resin? So, okay. I don't know if you guys, can you see? So that was glitter. There's a little piece of resin right inside there. When it's dry like that, literally take the point of your X-Acto. Let me see if I can get you in there. And just kind of pick it. Boop, and it's gone. Wipe off any little excess around the top. So we've got it all clean. So it's nice and smooth. You see that? It's all nice, smooth, clean. Now, let's put that down. Take a little paper towel. A little small sheet. I do it in fourths. I use my 100% acetone. Sometimes the alcohol isn't strong enough to get the paint out, but acetone always is when we're using 100%. I get a little bit on there, like that. Turn it around. Actually, I go back inside so I don't get more red in there, more trace. And then wipe the rest. And voila. Oh, there's a little bit there, so let me get a little bit more on there where we don't have the red paint. Let's see, where was that at? Probably was a little residue. Yeah, you can see a little pink. It was just residue. And there you have it. Nice and clean. We do this after the first resin coat of all of our cups. We don't like waiting until the end because, of course, the longer you wait, the more of a mess that you could have. So I recommend cleaning up your excess from when you're doing the spray paint initial. I'd recommend you do that after your first coat of epoxy. Anything else, you may get a little residual in there, and then see some of that breaks up easy because you got the resin and will help break it up. Any other residual resin that you get inside, let it dry after you put it on, and then come back next day like I showed you. Go around the rim, pop out any if you need to, and you'll be all set. So now, where the glitter is, it's a little rough, and then also around the edge, it's a little rough. If I had done 2 coats of glitter, I would sand this lightly and then continue with my next, but this was only 1 coat, so I'm not gonna sand it because I could probably lose some of my color. If you feel, now this up here is smooth because we patted those all the way down. Obviously the rim is a little tough to pat down, so second coat should make this baby nice and smooth. But I am going to get a piece of sandpaper and lightly sand the rim real quick. So give me just a moment. I'll do that real quick. All right, real quick. Go back. I got a little bit of water here. 220 grit sandpaper. A little bit of water on there. Literally just lightly hit the edge up there. Just wipe that off. Quick little dry. That'll be nice and smoother. And then once we put our resin coat on there, this one will be done.